Hello and good morning, all. I've got a story coming out of New York that could affect everyone that's getting hit by the COVID about how Cuomo's powers may be tested and curtailed or even eliminated by the Supreme Court. But before we get to that, could you all help me out by hitting the like button and subscribing and sharing my video wherever you like? On to the story. Cuomo's pandemic powers might be tested in Supreme Court case. Supreme Court expected this week to say whether it will hear a challenge by the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn to the restrictions that Cuomo placed on parts of the borough in October. New York first no COVID case in March, Governor Andrew Cuomo has issued executive orders closing offices and restaurants, schools, fire, fitness centers, and courts have backed him up almost every time. More than 30 cases challenging various restrictions were either dismissed or decided in the state's favor, according to the tally provided by Cuomo's administration officials. These include lawsuits filed by restaurateurs, gym owners, and even the mother of a teenager who called the state's decision to ban high school football. The law enacted in the pandemic's earliest stage bolstered the governor's position, according to Patricia Sulkin, a former dean of Tour's Law Center on Long Island. But Mr. Cuomo's orders still face challenges from religious organizations and some states' lawmakers who now say that there should be limits on authority ceded in March. The U.S. Supreme Court is expected this week to say whether it will hear challenges by the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn to the restriction that Mr. Cuomo placed on parts of the borough in October. In response to the rising infections, Mr. Cuomo created a color-coded limits on mass gatherings and business operations. In the hardest hit areas, there is designated red zone. The state limited attendance in house of worships to 25% of their capacity or 10 people, whichever is fewer. Oh, damn. Violation of the First Amendment, freedom of religion, freedom of association, and maybe even freedom to protest. Because churches have been a place where a lot of political protest has happened against social wrongs. Bishop, Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio said in an interview that the limits were unfair because secular activities like shopping at grocery stores were deemed essential and allowed to continue. The practice of a religion is protected by the First Amendment, he said. If we were essential, you have to look at us different, whether you were a grocery store or a pharmacy, Bishop DiMarzio said. We have been regulated with the bowling alleys. In May, Supreme Court declined a request by a California judge to halt enforcement of executive order by Gavin Newsom that limited attendance at houses of worship by 25% or 100 people. Chief Justice John Roberts, writing for the majority, wrote that state officials should be given broad latitude, especially when local conditions were ever changing. Attorney for Mr. Cuomo said in court papers that New York restrictions don't unfairly target religious organizations. Lower level federal judges declined to stop the new limits from taking effect despite legal challenges from the diocese and Al-Qaeda Israel, an umbrella group representing prominent Orthodox Jewish rabbis. Al-Qaeda is also petitioning the Supreme Court. The state said in a filing in a Brooklyn Diocese case that the rules target the settings that most naturally facilitate COVID-19 spread, namely those in which persons tend to be gathered closely for an extended period of time. It said the worship should be measured against concerts and lectures, secular activities that were entirely banned. Yeah. And then it goes on and on. I'm going to put a link to it if you want to read the rest of the article. I just think this is bullshit. This is just petty dictators trying to turn people into slaves. What do you guys think about it? Do you think Como and the rest of the petty dictators nationwide have gone too far? Or do you think this is okay? And if you like what I do, please hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, be good, have fun, stay safe. Bye bye.